Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be discussing the Pinterest Predicts 2025. I did this last year and you guys seem to really like it, so I'm going to do it again this year. Plus, I really enjoy doing videos like this, talking about the trends, what's in, what's out, what's coming, what's leaving, all of that fun stuff. If you guys are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Krystal. This is a lifestyle channel and I put out 2 videos a week. So if you would not mind, go ahead and click the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and let's get into this list. Now, as we are going through the predictions, I will be sharing photos throughout the video that correlate with each prediction. And before we get started, go ahead and get you a little snack because there's 20 of these and we're going to be going through all of them. First up is cherry coated. I will be reading on my phone. You can go look this up if you don't want to watch the video. Just Google Pinterest predicts, or I'll just link the article below in the description box, but I am going to read this off. Okay, so tasting notes, dark, sweet, and such a vibe. Gen Z and millennials will infuse cherries into their makeup, menus, and mood boards this year. One thing's for sure, Tarte will have your heart in 2025. So just from their photos, I'm just assuming they're talking about the cherry, like the color, the red. It's already been like in the wheelhouse this past fall and winter, and even like last year it was really red. This year it is definitely more of a cherry tone. Like I see that. I have a bag that I got from Amazon during the fall season. I've got the cherry colored tights. So yes, I can definitely see this just getting stronger and stronger. Plus it's just a beautiful shade of red, like all together. Next up is Aura Beauty. 2025 will be the year of the makeup mood ring. Oh, mood rings. I forgot about those. Those were really big, I think, whenever I was like, what, 15 or 16 maybe? Gen Z and boomers are driving this high hue look that's all about honing in on a color aesthetic and flaunting it from chin to cheek. Find your aura, wear it with confidence, and consider yourself dipped in vibes all day long. Okay, so I don't think I will be participating in this, which it did say Gen Z and boomers, so that's kind of like a wide age gap, I think. Boomers, aren't they like 60 and up at this point? So I mean, that's 2 generations in between those 2 generations. Here it's showing this eyeshadow palette with all of these like pastel-y colors. Y'all know, if you've been around for a while, I'm not a super colorful like makeup. Like the only color I really gravitate towards would be like a pink, like a mauvey pink. Other than that, I'm a neutral Nelly. But here it is showing this girl with these really colorful like eyelids. I could never pull off something like that. And to be honest, I don't really see Gen Z doing this either. I can see Gen Alpha maybe doing this, but not Gen Z. And then the other picture that they have shared here is like funky color nails and fun rings. So I mean, I would definitely, I guess, kind of like tiptoe in it, because you know, like with the funky rings or whatever. I'm gonna probably stick with my basic nails. Like, I mean, I did chrome red for Christmas. I mean, I'm pretty basic when it comes to nails, but these seem like they're pretty fun. Okay, so the next one, and forgive me if I'm butchering this, Rococo Revival. I don't know what Rococo is. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. Here's what it says. 2025 prediction. All frills, no chill. This year, weddings, parties, and aesthetics will draw inspiration from the Rococo era. I'm going to have to look that up because I really don't know what that is. A late Baroque period that was both opulent and ultra feminine. Gen Z and boomers are driving this trend toward classic corset gowns, luxe accessories, and ornate tablescapes. Okay, so Baroque, I remember hearing that word whenever I was in, I think, like music history or something like that, and it was just like, Baroque was like ornamental, like extra little notes. I'm thinking from back in my college days. Next up is Sea Witchery, which they have this mermaid inside of a seashell. That looks really cool. POV, you're in your sea witch era, and it's so much more than seashells and starfish. In 2025, Gen Z and millennials will dive headfirst into sultry siren makeup, wet wavy hair, and Moody Mermaid manicures from sun up till midnight. Okay, so this one sounds really fun. I don't know about wet hair. I know when I was in high school, back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, the crunchy hair, like you would spray it and put tons of like hairspray and gel and you crunch it up. And my hair, it would always be so frizzy, but I remember doing that. And so is that what they're talking about? Like, is that coming back, the scrunch hair? Their photos look really cool though. Like this lady here, her makeup looks very like siren-esque, like, well, according to like movies and stuff like that and like photos. The jewelry looks kind of fun. It's got like seashells. I'm a beach girl, so I think if I'm gonna identify with any of these, it's probably gonna be that one. Maybe I'll just be in my sea witch era. Moving on to Surreal Soirees. That is a tongue twister. It took me like 4 times to say that correctly. Curvy candlestick, fantastical flowers, and gravity-defying centerpieces. In 2025, people will infuse their tablescapes and decor with modern surrealism. Gen X and boomers are driving this out of this world party trend. So this sounds fun. Like funky. It's almost in a way giving kind of Alice in Wonderland, you know, with like all the funky decor on the table. That's kind of what it's giving. Oh, and even the photos, like it's got the black and white checks on these on this plate. What is that? A chess? That's a chess game? Is that what that is? And then like funky looking cups. Like this seems really fun. Definitely not, I think not for me, but I think it's really fun, which it did say Gen X and boomers, so definitely the older generations, or older than me anyways. Moving on to Castlecore. This one's kind of interesting. Medieval is having a major moment in 2025. Gen Z and millennials will take home decor inspiration from ancient castles, while fashion and accessories will be Gothic inspired. It's a comeback of the highest order. So this sounds kind of interesting to me. I'm not like a goth or like goth aesthetic or anything like that, but I lean more edgy with my style, except for today because I'm rocking this pink puff sleeve sweater. But normally, like if you follow me on social media, you know the majority of what I wear is like black type clothing, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. So this one's really neat. I really like it. I'm interested to see what other fashion pieces come down the runway after this is kind of gone, which I guess that wouldn't really matter either, because Pinterest gets the predictions based on what is being searched at the time. So they just take their statistics and they have like percentages. I mean, here, like antique ruby ring. Oh, I do want a ruby ring though. I have a fake one that I got from TJ Maxx. But the gold, it's like sterling silver, like gold plated. And it's just a little too yellow for my skin tone. I need something a little more not so yellow. But I do want an antique gold ruby ring so bad. And then we've got blue medieval dresses. Oh, I didn't even finish that. Okay, so antique ruby ring is up 50%. These are people searching. These are the percentages. Blue medieval dress is up 85%. Castle house plans, that would be so dope. That would be like freaking sweet. And those are up 45%. And then, oh, chainmail. I was like, what is that word? Chainmail necklace is up 45%. I don't know what a chainmail necklace is. So I know like Rabanne, they have like the chainmail bags and tops and skirts and stuff like that, but I've never seen a necklace. I don't think. I'd have to look that up. I don't know what that is. And then medieval core is up 110% on this castle core. That's very interesting. So I guess they're saying, what was it? Gen Z? Yeah. Gen Z and millennials. Like I could see that. Cause like I was definitely caught up in the millennial gray and I was so over it by like 2019. I was sick of the gray. And then I just started painting everything white. Like when we moved into this house, I painted everything, which it was yellow. And if you like yellow, I'm so sorry. personally, I do not like yellow. I don't want yellow in my house, but the whole inside was yellow. And it took a while to get every single room painted, but I painted everything white except for my kids' rooms. Those, they pick their own colors. But everything I painted white. But then, like, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, back in the summer, I started painting things black, which I've always painted my doors black. I don't know why, I like a black front door. But then I've started going through and painting random things in the house black, like just random walls or little rooms. And so I can see why this is a thing. I really can. Moving on to Dolled Up. Now, again, I don't see this one being for me, but here we go. In 2025, people will turn their entire lives into tiny, mighty doll houses. Pinterest users will go all in on doll makeup or baby doll makeup, cute room ideas, and necklace charms in the most whimsical colors. And so by their whimsical colors, they're talking about like pastels. That's what it seems like. I can see this for my 10-year-old. I don't see adults doing this, but definitely, so they should have added Gen A in this because there's not necessarily a generation that they've like called out for this one specifically. But I can definitely see this, maybe the young Gen Z and like the Gen Alpha that's coming up. So I have 2 daughters. The older one is in that like middle ground between young Gen Z and older Gen A, and then I have another daughter that's definitely Gen Alpha all the way, like through and through. And I can see this being more for them for sure. And then Fisherman Aesthetic. Okay, so this one's kind of funny, especially with this photo of this man here. It's almost giving Adam Sandler in a way, like just casual. Anyways, meet the effortlessly cool town fishermen in 2025. Gen Z and Gen X will embrace a laid-back maritime attitude and bring a sea la vie take on everything. Even if the ocean is nowhere in sight, get ready for some cable knit sweaters, sardine tattoos, and stripes on everything. So I don't know about the sardine tattoos. Is anybody getting sardine tattoos? Like, is that a thing? Let me see what their percentages are. Sardine tattoo, it's up 80%. That is insane. That is so funny. Fish bag, 50%. Wow. Fisherman sandals, 30%. Holy crap. Okay. Moving on. Goddess complex. This one sounds interesting. Mood. You know your worth in gold. In 2025, boomers and Gen X will go all in on their feminine power and embrace their divine drip like never before. Everything will be a muse moment, from gold facials and goddess braids to sublime nail designs. So it seems to me that jewelry is kind of having like an extra moment. Okay, so I have recently started following, well, I say recently, it's been within the past 6 months. I've started following this one lady. I found her on TikTok. She is covered in jewels and necklaces. And I was like, this lady, she's probably in her 60s. I was like, this lady is so cool. I want to be like her whenever I'm her age. I've still got another 20 plus years to go, but I did start working on my collection, and I did do a starter kit. Guilty as charged. I did do a starter kit from Amazon, and as those pieces turned, as I knew they would, it was just like a temporary cheap to see if I was gonna like it or be interested in it, or did I just like, should I just stick to appreciating it from afar? Turns out I really do like it, and so I have slowly started to get pieces that are actually not going to turn. Actually, one of my Christmas gifts is this ring from the Great Frog. Freaking love it. First time I've ever asked for a piece of jewelry from my husband, and then he did also get me this emerald lab grown tennis bracelet. I think it's so freaking cute. Anyways, so I said all that to say this, like, I am slowly getting into jewelry and like learning about it, so, like, slowly getting into it, so I can see where this comes into play. Anyways, that was just a whole bunch of ramble sandwich, wasn't it? Moving on to Rebel floats. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're actually talking about floats, like smoothies. Ah, the sweet, sweet taste of nostalgia, now with a fearless twist. In 2025, Gen Z and millennials will give old school soda pop a radical makeover. So scoot on up to the soda fountain for a float that's anything but traditional, and top it off with a cherry if you dare. So I guess is scoot on up to the soda machine. Is that like a throwback phrase that they used to say in like the 50s? But yeah, so I saw these pictures that they had shared, and so I'm thinking that literally what they're talking about is just maybe drinks, floats, smoothies, maybe cocktails. I don't know. So I'm kind of confused on this one, like specifically. Let's see, what is cream soda aesthetic? Why is everything an aesthetic? I don't understand this. Fruit soda, homemade soda, root beer aesthetic, and soft drink recipes. Wow. Okay, so I'm kind of dumbfounded on that one, but yeah, let's just keep going. Terra Futura, I think is how you would say that. It's like a mishmash of different things, like blended together in one. Okay, it's almost like that she's like in a biodome or something. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Meet the rebels with a cause. In 2025, boomers and Gen Z will revitalize sustainable living with recyclable fashion, self-sufficient gardens, and community spaces. The best part, this eco-living aesthetic will bring some seriously cool sci-fi vibes. And that photo literally does. That's why I said like a biodome, right? Y'all remember that movie with Pauly Shore? Anyway. Okay, so sustainable living. I'm here for it. Recyclable fashion. I, within the past year, have started going to like thrift stores and like Goodwill and my local thrift shops and things like. I think it's really cool. So I'm kind of here for it. It says it's boomers and Gen Z. So those age groups are like my parents and my husband's parents' age groups. But I can also see millennials doing that, because those are things like within the past, 4 or 5 years, I started like self-teaching myself how to like garden. And so yeah, like I am totally on board with this. What are their photos? What are they showing? Looks like thrift finds, recycled, and gardens. What are their searches? Solar punk house. What is that? Self-sufficient garden, solar punk fashion, community spaces, and chaos gardening. So chaos gardening is very interesting to me, because they just like take random things and just like throw it in. It's like companion planting is out the window. Moving on to primary play. Adulting, overrated. In 2025, everyone will let their inner child shine. I do that on a daily basis. I am pushing 40 and I live every day as if I'm still 17 years old. So I am truly a child at heart. Anything nostalgia, I am like, I'm sold instantly. Gen Z and Gen X will hand paint funky murals on furniture, jazz up the trim, and turn grown-up spaces into playful little heavens. Your space is officially your canvas. It's so funny that they keep leaving out millennials in this. Like, why are we left out of this? I don't understand. Never mind, I do. Okay. Millennials have coined the minimal aesthetic for years. This is exactly why. Okay, yeah, because I would never put these type things in my house. I don't think. I say that, but I really don't know. What are their percentages? Contrast trim, chalkboard painting. That was literally in such a long time ago. Door murals, hand-painted furniture, hand-painted wall pattern. Okay. So I can see why they left millennials out of this for sure. Next up is Pickle Fix. This is very interesting to me. I love pickles. I drink pickle juice. I mean, I'm a pickle connoisseur, okay? I have my favorites, and there's some that there are certain brands that I don't mess with because they're just not good pickles. My mouth is salivating right now. Tell your foodie friends, this year will be absolutely delicious. Love a good play on words. From sweet treats to tangy cocktails. I don't think I'd put it in my cocktail. The oh so humble pickle is about to be an absolutely everything. Gen X and millennials will go all in on pickle cakes, pickle de gallo, pickle fries. I love pickle fries. Like battered and like fried, like dipping in ranch, phenomenal. And even pickle margaritas. I cannot get behind a pickle margarita, but okay, you do you. So yeah, like, I mean, oh, my mouth is just gushing right now. This is really cool. I don't see myself having pickles in a cocktail. I don't know. So a pickle margarita is up 100%. Who is looking this up? Who is looking this up? This is insane. Pickle fries, I can see that. I actually want to look that up myself. 50%. Pickle de gallo. So I'm thinking pico de gallo, but with pickles. 65%. A pickle cake. Leave the cakes alone, people. Up 45%. This is insane. Fried pickle dip, 80%. That sounds delicious. I bet it's really good. Yeah, so I'm half on board. I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Okay? I can do some, but I'm not doing all of it. Let's see. Next up is Moto Boho. So this is interesting. Those are like oxymorons, in my opinion. So long hippie aesthetic. Moto Boho has entered the chat. In 2025, Gen Z and boomers will take to the streets with chunky leather handbags, flowy skirts, moto boots, and just enough fringe. It's not just a look, it's a lifestyle. Okay, so whenever I think of this and I see this photo, did y'all ever see Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Kristen Bell in it? Like with Luke Perry? I think of her at the end of the movie in that white dress that got ripped with the leather jacket, with his leather jacket, and her combat boots. That's what I picture in my head with this aesthetic. So I can kind of get behind it. I kind of love it, actually. I love it. I've got so many combat boots, and then I've got a leather jacket. I just don't have the little frilly dress. The bag is really cute, too. It's almost giving the Jackie... Okay, combat boots. This top has a pussy bow. And then the fringe on... Okay, so those are like... those lace cardigans with like the little fringe on the ends of them. I like it. I like the bow with the leather jacket. I think it's very cutesy, as my 13-year-old daughter would call it. Peak travel. Okay, so we've got a guy here. Oh, that's a girl. I'm sorry. So we've got a girl here in some snow mountains. Okay, cities have totally peaked. In 2025, mountain ranges will become the go-to travel destination as Gen Z and Gen X seek out treetop views and that fresh mountain air. Gear up for your next vacation. Okay, wasn't this in last year's? I think it was. I'd have to go back and like rewatch or relook. I guess I could just look it up. Probably be easier. Yeah, I think this was in last year's. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I'm going on vacation, I don't want to be in the city either, but I don't want to go into where it's cold. I am a beach girl through and through. Give me the water. Give me the sand between my toes that I will complain about because it's everywhere. But I want warmth and sunshine and a beach, and I don't want snow. I do not think of snow as vacation, unless it's the Swiss Alps. I mean, I would make an exception for that. Chaos cakes. Okay, this is interesting. Pristine icing and perfect piping. So yesterday, in 2025, boomers and Gen Z go all in on silly cakes, funny cakes, and rat cakes. Yes, that's a thing. These sweet treats are unafraid to be brutally themselves And the wackier, the better. Okay, let me see their examples. Okay, that is wacky. Oh my gosh. It is a rat. It looks like a turd. That is awful. That's so funny. Okay, next up is called Player One, and it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Trending in 2025. Your avatar aesthetic, again with the aesthetics. This year, Gen Z and Gen X will customize their digital personas, designing their avatar's hair, outfit, and even accessories. Head to your keyboards. It's time to level up. So, my kids love like Robux, or of course they love Robux. They love Roblox. They get to design their little avatar person. They love it. I mean, I can see it. I can see it. And then with AI coming like super strong, it makes sense. What is their statistics? Or I keep saying statistics. It's percentages. Avatar codes 45%. Shirt codes. What? Oh, codes for, okay, gotcha, 100%. Cute outfit codes 30. PFP ideas Y2K. I have no clue what that means, but it's up 360%. I'm not good at math, but that's a significant amount to be up by. And then game avatar 55%. So yeah, I guess I'm not that kind of person, so I really don't have much of an opinion on it. I should probably get more with the times for sure. Mix and maximalists. Okay, so 2025 decor. More is more. This year, Gen X and Boomers will mix and match brutally bold patterns, eclectic prints, and delightful textures in all colors of the rainbow. Oh, and layering, lots of it. So I am a self-proclaimed minimalist, kind of. I have been minimalist for probably the past 7-8 years at least, maybe 10. I'm just gonna say the last 10. Okay, I don't like a lot of things. The only thing that I really collect is like shoes, purses, clothes, right? Fashion stuff. However, now with me getting older, I think I am coming around more to maximalist. I'm getting kind of tired of like the plain walls. I want, like, we moved to 4 different houses and I didn't hang up anything in any of them until it was time to sell. Okay, and that was just for photos to list the house. But and I think I've really kind of taken advantage of this house. We've been here for almost a year and a half, and I put a more character into this house than any of the other houses. As far as like decor and changing things and that sort of, well, except for the Hot Springs house, that was a whole redo situation. But as far as like painting and hanging things and all of that, this is like the first house that I've ever really done that with. I say all that to say this. I am slowly coming around to the maximalist. I still don't want to keep things that I don't use. So I guess as far as that goes, I'm still minimalist. But as far as like decor and like decorating stuff, I'm coming around to adding more things and layers and colors and textures. I'm still like learning, and yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I think it's awesome. Seeing double. Okay, so besties don't copy, they match. This year, coordinated fits will be the topic du jour in the group chat. From collaborating on festival fits to aligning on date night looks, Gen Z and Boomers will be all about staying in sync in a chic way. Okay, so this is kind of cool. And last but not least, nesting parties. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Nesting, having babies. Not me. Not me. Meet the nesting party, the baby shower, as it should have always been. It's not about the gifts, although those are welcome. It's about helping new parents prep for The postpartum period set up their home for baby's arrival. Gen Z and millennials are driving this supportive parenting trend. So it makes sense that it's in Gen Z and millennial. It has to be probably, only assuming, the younger millennials. I am an elder millennial, and my baby making days are gone. Yeah, this is like really good. It's always good to have that good support system. Like meal prep, cooking for. I know churches, they, for their people, if somebody, like, not just going into the hospital, but like having a baby, they'll have people set up to like take turns and make meals for them. Like, I think that like having that support system is very crucial. But yeah, I think that it is awesome. Let's see what the percentages say. So a nesting party is up 205%. So it's actually a thing. People are looking up nesting parties. I need to figure out what that is. Nesting party ideas. So is it kind of like a baby shower? Only, I don't know. Okay. Diaper bouquet, 220%. Freezer friendly meals. Okay, so I have been seeing so many freezer friendly meals on TikTok that it's inspired me. Like, I want to start doing that, just to kind of have things done and ready in like dump and go situations. Oh, and then baby cabinet organization is up 90%. So I guess, is 2025 supposed to be the year where people are having lots of babies? Because last I checked, I think that the birth rate is down. Is that correct? I don't know. That is it for today. What did you think? Let me know in the comments which trend you are going to be hopping on and which was your favorite. And if you like videos like this, go ahead and click the like button and the subscribe button and all the little buttons, and I will see you next time. Bye.